would be there, it would be on an uninformed topic. So I would give you that topic on the spot. You would be given 30 seconds to think about what you want to do in it, like which lead do you want to choose, and then you proceed. So when I'm talking about these leads basically mean that you are given three options, right? From that, thinking that what is the best, you will choose one of the options, and in your GD, you would be presenting on why your option is most valid amongst the three. So this is what your task is. Again, you don't have to come to a conclusion. This kind of GD is conducted in SSBs, which are interviews for getting into the armed forces, conducted for getting into the armed forces. So I hope that the time limit for this is onto my discretion. It is usually around 15 to 20 minutes.
Hello.
But you will be informed like last 2 minutes or something. I would inform that, so that those who have not participated, for them it would be a signal that now they have to participate. In this GD, you are not expected to be a coordinator or someone who is like you will speak first, then you will speak. You are not supposed to do that. Your main task is to prove why your lead is more relevant than the other two leads. This is what your task is. But again, this GD is just going to be like a normal discussion that you have in a drawing room. So kindly, please don't fight. Please do not get up from your position. It is not expected. Restrict your hand movements so that you are not entering into someone else's body space. And any doubts?
Is it a peaceful debate?
No, we cannot call it a debate because you may agree with someone else's point who is supporting your point, and here you are not seated in a way that those who are supporting the first lead is sitting somewhere else. No, it is all about how you present it well, your point well. Also, do not repeat your points. No more. If you repeat it again and again, then I'll have to instruct that no new points are coming. Then I'll end the GD. It's as simple as that. Two GDs, one topic is told to you, we will conduct that first and then the second one. Any doubts? Those who came late, it's your fault.
Yeah.
But you could not get all of the instructions. No doubts? Okay, so I'll repeat the first topic. Okay, before that, let me introduce. Why are you holding? Where is Anjali? Anjali is responsible for the videography and the photography aspect, and the second, Ayush and Pranit. They both would be looking at the time that you speak for. Also, they would be looking at the content that you are delivering. How long one spoke, like he is the timekeeper of the GD, of the overall GD. So much more. Then Rajat sir is the overall moderator. He would also be assessing you guys, and I am the host. So also there are people who are there online. We would be giving them opportunity, like, time to time to speak, to present their views. Yes, I'll repeat the first topic that you are already told. You had the three leads, and I hope like everybody would have searched for all the three leads. But you have to speak only on one. Try to stick to your lead. Kindly do not divert, because the question that you are asked is according to you who will benefit the most. So the most cannot be two options out of three. But I still repeat the topic. India is planning to privatize railways. According to you, who will benefit the most from this process? Railway customers, railway employees, or the government? This is what your topic is. And yes, I guess we are good to begin the GD.
Wait. Sir, you shift here, no?
Yes, sir.
You shift here.
Come, sir.
15 minutes.
So your time starts now.
Just a second. Pause the timer. One of the officer-like qualities is initiative. So everybody from you should try to initiate the GD. It is not like, "Acha, tu shuru kar." No. If you do this, you are losing your point. It is all about points, huh? Just remember.
I think in my
Wait.
point, I didn't say start. Sorry.
So I guess we are good to go. 3, 2, 1, begin.
From my point of view, the customers will be more beneficial because when the railways get privatized, then the maintenance of the railways, the ratio of accidents will be decreases, the maintenance and the safety of customer will be increases. So, in my point of view, the benefit will be getting by customers.
I would like to agree with the point that more better facilities and railway accidents will be reduced, which will profit the consumers in some way. But what I believe is government is the one which will be profiting the most, because even though customers will have good facilities, when we do privatization, private companies will only focus on making more profit, which and their main agenda will be making more profit. So automatically tickets prices will go up, and which will be only be affordable by some part of India's people, which and the actual aim of railways, which is to be traveling, which affordable for everyone, which will be hampered. And what's the point of having good facilities if only some people are able to afford it?
Agreeing with Ayushi's point, I will say that the government will the railway employees will get more benefit with that, because if we will see privatization, it is giving the government authority giving to the private sector. So somewhere they will, as she said, they will think about their own profit, rising the price of tickets, and somewhere that won't be it is not as affordable, that won't be affordable for the normal people. If we will see that in India, so many people that they are traveling by train for their work, schools and whatnot. So somewhere if privatization will happen, so somewhere they would focus on the to go more further to connect more and more cities in different countries as well. So somewhere the railway network or the railway track line would get increased. So somewhere the employees would get more employed. It will generate employment as well. For the cleanliness also, if privatization happens, the cleanliness would be something that would get into a spotlight. So more employees for the sanitation purpose as well. The good kind of food as well. So somewhere it will go for that.
I think I would like to agree with Arushi. My point is also like if the government will get benefit. Let me tell you, because the load of government will decrease, and privatization is as simple as that. Like, you are giving opportunities to many different kinds of peoples, and to you are training them to handle some particular part. So I think government will get benefit, and it will be more easier for them to focus on other points also. Like, we have many problems: education, gender discrimination, and poverty in India. So government can thought on that problems.
So I can agree with Sakshi, because customer is very important for India, because as Sakshi said, it will increase our security. तो जैसे सिक्योरिटी इंक्रीज होगी, तो एज नंबर ऑफ पीपल वो ट्रैवल करेंगे ट्रेन में, तो इट विल बी इंक्रीज मोर नंबर ऑफ like money for government. So it will be customer is very important for that.
Okay, just a second. One point from
Advita.
online. Advita, you can speak.
Yes, so I will go for government, because if the railways are privatized, the competition between the private companies will increase, and this will lead to many other options for the customers to choose, and it will increase the speed of the trains, facilities like cleanliness, and also it will help for government to energy charges like water charges. Also from goods train, there's more profit they will gain. And also, if the government today government gives subsidy for the customers, but this will if the subsidy would be cancelled because of privatization, government funds can be saved and help to invest in other sections also. And also late waiting tickets would be also minimized if the trains are increased.
Okay. Anybody else?
Just a second, whenever you're address it to the group and not to the camera. It is a discussion between you guys, and those who are not participating, please participate, or else I'll end the GD in 2 minutes. and you won't even get an opportunity to speak.
एज ए इंडियन हमारे इंडियन रेलवे जो है वो दो टाइप्स में डिवाइड करी गई है, जैसे कि एक है ट्रांसपोर्ट के लिए और एक है पैसेंजर्स के लिए। इंडियन का जो है ना इंडियन रेलवे का जो है ना प्राइवेटाइजेशन हो रहा है ना, वो कम्प्लीटली प्राइवेटाइजेशन नहीं होगा। उसमें गवर्नमेंट का कहना है कि ये ना
Kindly revert to English as
जैसे गवर्नमेंट का कहना है कि हम पूरी तरह प्राइवेटाइजेशन नहीं करेंगे, जिससे पैसेंजर ट्रेन जो है वो लॉस में जा रही है बिकॉज ऑफ मेंटेनेंस एंड अदर थिंग्स। एंड उसमें जो ब्रिजेस वगैरह बने हुए हैं जो 1920s के बिफोर के, मतलब पहले के सारे। सो उस टाइम से जो ब्रिजेस का मेंटेनेंस अभी तक हुआ नहीं, और जो प्रोजेक्ट्स आ रहे हैं नए नए वो भी डिले है। जैसे कि अभी एक बेंगलुरु से प्रोजेक्ट है, बेंगलुरु से एग्जैक्टली मुझे भी नहीं पता और एंडिंग, बट बेंगलुरु से स्टार्ट हुआ है प्रोजेक्ट, वो है ना 2002 में कंप्लीट होना चाहिए था, वो डिले है कि है ना 2028 तक कंप्लीट हो जाएगा। मतलब
which group are you actually supporting?
आई एम सपोर्टिंग टू गवर्नमेंट।
Now, you didn't say that, and then we were confused.
आई एम सपोर्टिंग टू गवर्नमेंट।
I support to Shravani because government will profit the most because railways are suffering loss in their which is they will the railways are suffering loss which are paid by government. If it made private, government will not spend money from, they will not take money from government, and government will invest the money in other projects.
I would like to add to Antara's point. As of now, we spend ₹100 for every 100 rupees spent by the government in railways, we earn 1 rupee as a profit. So if we go towards privatization, it will only be beneficial for government, because now the losses which are faced by railways, like accidents, and will be covered by the private companies and not by the government. Losses are in huge numbers. In like a single railway damage could cause, railway accident could cost 23 crores or something like that, which will be paid by the private companies, and they will work more towards not coming to a point where accidents happen, which only is beneficial for government at the end of it.
But we can make a good rules and regulation for customers that will be help to government. Na? So if we make rules and regulation, it will be help for customer first and then government. So if we doing privatization, so first will help to customer then government.
India is a huge country. If we do privatization, we won't be able to give the entire railway system to one company. So what we'll have to do is divide different parts of railway system and give it to many other companies. But then it's a huge country, and coordination would be difficult between the countries. So that doesn't support your point. Making rules, and even if we do make rules and regulation, it's so hard to look after it in a country like India, where the companies won't be able to coordinate properly. So
We can make one head of that company so that they can have the transparency and good communication between them.
I would again like to add to this point. She said it will bring more transparency, but in private companies, they won't be able to show us the policies and everything, which will only hamper the transparency. If government is making rules and regulations, which it is applicable, it can be reviewed by anyone in the country, because it's accessible to each and every person. But private companies won't do that.
One more point about I support government because as we see in Tata and Infosys, such private companies, there is no reservation quota. Like 20% will be from this caste, 10% employees from this caste. It won't be that. मतलब ऐसा नहीं होगा कि जो proper leaders है वो वहाँ पे जा रहे हैं. It will be like that reservation है, hence they are going. So, but in privatization, what will happen? The proper peoples will be there to manage this all things. So it will reduce government's stress, and equal opportunity will be given to equal minds. Like if he or she is perfect for that job, he will go. Otherwise, he won't go.
According to my point of view, railway employee also benefited from that privatization of railway, because railway gets privatized, then more employee gets created, and the salary of the employee are also increased because of privatization. Because if we do privatize railway, then the price of that private railway gets increased, and therefore many matlab, more huge profit gets private companies, and then employees also gets good salary. As my point.
I would like to disagree with my friend. He said employees would benefit from privatization, but there are many facilities which government employees get by working in the railway sector, such as military officers and their families and old people have many benefits. Then they have a lot of benefits in government sector, but then if we privatize them, the benefits are gone away. Firing people would get more easier, and it will ultimately be not beneficial for the employees.
Last few minutes, those are not spoken, please speak or else you are losing the opportunity.
So, from my point of view, I think that it will be beneficial for the customers because we see there are so many passengers who want a lavish experience but in cheaper price. I'm not saying if the railways get privatized, it will be cheaper in factor of tickets and all, but it would be beneficial for them in the terms of like food quality, for the travel experience they are going through. Like we can see where our railway system is lacking, like in terms of punctuality, on the terms of timing. If the railways get like privatized, then they will mainly focus on the what we can say the whole travel experience, the punctuality of the train, the timing of the train, and that's for my point.
I would like to end my take on this by saying after independence, the railway sector was given to the government because it would ensure the good for the people and good for the citizens of India. But as we do privatization, it will only the main focus will be towards making profit, which hampers the whole point of giving the railway sector to government. So it in no ways will be beneficial for customers or employees, but only for the government. Thank you.
Example is the Tejas Express, which was from the Lucknow to Delhi. It's a new first privatized express.
I would like to counter Arush's point. Like you had already stated, it will be beneficial for the government. But see, there are so many people who are in the reservation for the railway ticket. You had already stated that it's for all the people. But what if not all the people are getting the ticket and they are not able to like travel through the railway? So that's not the point. Like all people are getting the experience of the train. So if like the train system get privatized, so they will do proper managing. Like if everyone is getting ticket, if someone is paying for the ticket, then they must have to be able to experience that, like what we can say, that journey. So
let's come to the basics of traveling. We have the largest network of railways in the entire Asia. If we go towards privatization, the routes which are less traveled will be closed by private companies at the end of the day because they are looking for profits. So what is the benefit of having good facilities if trains are only not there in remote areas, which would definitely happen in private.
But even if it is in government side, like not everyone is getting that opportunity to have that ticket, right?
But before
like there are 16% of people in the India who are in the reservation, but at the end of the day or at the end of the whole what we can say process, they aren't able to travel with the train just because the quota is already full.
But before getting tickets or getting a seat, there must be trains, which won't happen in privatization.
How will privatization help them? The 16% of people.
Like if they do privatization, there are so many
Last
employees.
1 minute. Those are not spoken, kindly speak.
There are so many like if they do privatization, the number of people will increase, the management will increase, and it will like at the end of the day it will be beneficial for all the things like punctuality. Like I had already mentioned the points.
If it's not feasible, if it's not accessible,
Louder.
then there is no point.
But it will be accessible to everyone if privatization happens.
Private companies are not liable to each and every citizen. But government can also take responsibility for that.
If we do privatization,
why are
they are not
They are not going to do privatization. Government will be to have some over it.
The point here is who will it benefit, government or the customers, not the point that who it will be handled by, government or private companies.
Yes.
I personally think that if it would be given to the private sector, or if privatization would be done, so there is one thing that we would see is the behavior of the.
See, the thing is, you'll have to participate in such a way that it should look like a heated debate, even though it is a discussion. Because you need to prove that why your lead is the best. The thing is, only one or two people are competing. Not only one person is there who is handling the whole GD. This cannot happen. And all the three leads have valid points. It's not like एक benefit हो रहा है दूसरा हो ही नहीं रहा है. सबको benefits है. In different ways. You need to prove why your lead is the best. There are so many people who did not participate, or if one is speaking, the other person is not even countering. You can counter in a GD because here what was your purpose? What was your task? Did I tell you to arrive at a conclusion? No. The task was to prove why your lead is the best. Usually in GDs and SSB, you can't even speak for 40 seconds straight, and here you are giving 2 minutes. जो बोलना है बोल के. No, it's not like that. Like, hardly few points. You didn't speak. Gayatri, you spoke very less. It's only at the end that you started countering her. That's it. Umsai, no points. Yash, no points. यहाँ से he spoke. But usually when you are speaking, no.
He didn't
Karan,
This.
it was Karan.
Yes.
Yellow hoodie.
Nice name.
So the thing is, if she is speaking something about customers and all of a sudden you are like Tejas Express, this will show that you are not even listening to her point. Listen to each other's points. You need to counter points with logic. Here you are going to counter because you need to prove that your lead is the best amongst the three. So for those who have not participated, kindly participate, or else the purpose for why we are conducting this Speak Up Sundays, that is not even fulfilled. We are not even reaching there.
I'd like to add more as coming to the part. You all were having some leads over the topic, but first thing, there was too less participation. Like if someone is saying, as she said, no other counters were there. Like everyone was like, okay, she's speaking, okay, we'll go with her. Okay, he's speaking, go with her. It won't work. You have to participate. You have to you have to keep your point. There are 3 points. You have to choose one and you have to keep it one. Like she's saying government, someone is there with the employees, counter her that no, employees will get benefit. So you have to come up with this spirit. And if I notice you, like there are many, you do regular GDs, like Sakshi, Prerna, you, even like Shravani, Shivam Dada, Om Sai, you were like, you all were somewhere preparing for NDA, and there is no, like you were all cool down, like okay, let it go, and it's okay. So I think it won't work. You have to more participate. And at the end, it was like you were discussing something, you were talking something, and don't know what is going on. Like, okay, it's going, it's going. She's said 2-3 times, like it's last minutes. Those who have not spoken, speak. Prerna, you started. Still here, Abhijit, Yash, Om Sai, you were just looking. Why? You all have experience of doing a GD, and still you are like we have to say like spoke. Why?
One more thing, that these discussions, like two people start discussing here, Arushi is saying Gayatri bol. No, this is not supposed to be done. If you are doing this, जो नहीं बोल रही उसका भी loss है, and the one who is telling the other person to speak उसका भी loss. I'm telling you, this is not the. You're fighting for a seat. Just think like that. यहाँ पे जो last में you people started discussing, Shivam was telling Yash तो ये point बोल. Yash was like no. What's this here? Do you need someone else to tell you when to speak and when to not speak? Aren't you even?
And in fact, the topic was already known.
Given to you.
Yes.
Topic was known.
The facts and knowledge was
Very less.
No,
Like you
but-
have to state facts
Yes.
and figures. Like, see, this is the train, these are the numbers. How can you counter numbers? Like, study is a study.
if topic was introduced like you were known of it, it is expected you will come with the data and facts. And there were no such thing.
These kind of topics are given on the spot in NDA SSBs, and you then need to have some facts or figures which you somewhere read in a newspaper. Now the next topic that I'm giving you is very easy topic. Sorry. Yeah, sir, Rajat sir, if you want to say something.
Those who are not participated in this, I want to get the reason why did you not participate, especially you three. And I'm trying to understand the particular topic. What was it?
Sir, my grandmother is admitted actually in the hospital, and yesterday the topic came on the group, so I was not able to prepare for it.
We are doing Viva.
But even
guys,
even that's fine. In NDA you're given it on the spot.
सुनने दो पहले. अरे सुनने दो. तो हम लोग को जीडी नहीं करना है अभी. So preparation.
कौन सा एग्जाम के?
I was not having memories. I was not know of topic. Lack of knowledge. You know what? जिनका नॉलेज था ना, उनसे नॉलेज ले सकते थे. कुछ लॉजिक लगाओ. See, the thing is, यहाँ पर तुम्हें टॉपिक मिल रहा है पहले से, तो तुम लोग प्रिपेयर करके आ सकते हो. वहाँ पर क्या करोगे? किसी को आता होगा पहले से, किसी को नहीं आता होगा पहले से, तो कैसे करना है? अब तुम लोग को सेलेक्ट तो होना है, बट तुम्हारे पास है नहीं नॉलेज, कैसे करोगे फिर? ये इंटेलिजेंस दिखाती है ऑन द स्पॉट. तुम लोग लीडर्स हो ना, तुम लोग को ऐसे नहीं देंगे ना. वो नॉलेज नहीं है तो नॉलेज उधर ही क्रिएट करो, दूसरों से इनपुट लो. आरुषि कितना बोल रही थी, वहां से उसी को सपोर्ट करो, उसी के आर्गुमेंट्स दो, पुश फॉरवर्ड करो. बट द थिंग इज पार्टिसिपेशन. अगर चुप रहोगे सीधा निकाल दिया जाओगे. दे आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन मतलब स्टैच्यूज में इंटरेस्टेड नहीं है. वहां पर जाके बॉर्डर पे या किसी वहां पर स्टैच्यूज नहीं चाहिए उन लोगों को, केपेबल लीडर्स चाहिए. ठीक है. तो और जीडी तुम लोगों ने देखा है कैसा होता है जीडी. इसको ऐसा मत समझो कि तुम्हारा टेस्ट चल रहा है या कुछ हो रहा है. इसको रियल लाइफ का जीडी समझो. जीडी में बोलने तक नहीं देते हैं किसी को, एकदम मतलब मार देंगे उठ के, ऐसा होता है जीडी. ठीक है. सो बट द पॉइंट इज कि यहाँ पर अगर आप लोग पार्टिसिपेट भी करोगे ना, दैट इज वेरी क्रूशियल. जैसे हमने इनिशिएटिव बोला, सब शांत थे, वहीं पर तुम्हारे पॉइंट कट गए, किसी को भी पॉइंट नहीं मिल रहा होता. जब उसने बोला, मैं तो बोल रहा था कि बोल मत एक्चुअली, बट तूने बोल दिया. तुम लोग के लिए लेसन था ये. अगर इनिशिएटिव नहीं लोगे तुम लोग सब बाहर कर दिए जाओगे. इनिशिएटिव इज अ वेरी क्रूशियल एस्पेक्ट ऑफ अ लीडर. ठीक है. और वहां से क्या होता है, यू गाइड द होल डिस्कशन. ठीक है. वहां से इंट्रोड्यूस होता है, वहां से गाइड करते हैं. अभी तुम लोग को नॉलेज की कमी है, जस्ट लिसन. लिसन इज अ वन मोर एस्पेक्ट ऑफ लीडर. ठीक है. पहले बीच में घुस मत जाओ. Listen to the argument. If you have a counter argument, counter it. If you agree with it. ठीक है. But listen, participation and knowledge भी है, उसमें से knowledge भी दिखाना है. और अगर आप लोगों को समझ में नहीं आ रहा कैसे बात करनी है, just observe अदर कैसे कर रहे हैं. और hand movements, eye movements, posture, ये सब इतना important है. ठीक है. आप कैमरे पे देख रहे थे, especially you have to see everyone. This is not a discussion among us. It's a discussion among you people. You have to see each and every one of you. You have to discuss it properly. जैसे हम आपस में बात कर रहे हैं, हम एक कंक्लूजन पे आ रहे हैं, हम आर्गुमेंट कर रहे हैं, डिबेट कर रहे हैं. ऐसा स्ट्रक्चर करो अपने आर्गुमेंट्स को. पर्पस क्या है, हम लोग एक टॉपिक रखे क्यों हैं. तुमने आरुषि लास्ट में बोला कि हम लोग ने रेलवे बनाया क्यों, हम लोग वेलफेयर के लिए जा रहे थे. ये सबसे पहले आना चाहिए. टॉपिक यहाँ से शुरू होना चाहिए कि रेलवे का पर्पस क्या है और हम लोग किस डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हैं, उसको कैसे फुलफिल करेंगे हम लोग. अभी प्राइवेटाइजेशन फिर आ जाओ. प्राइवेटाइजेशन से क्या प्रोज हैं, क्या कॉन्स है, पूरा ना आंसर को स्ट्रक्चर करो. अभी वहां पर जब लेक्चरेट होता है ना, तुम्हें 3 मिनट मिलते हैं, एक टॉपिक सेलेक्ट करना है. ये तुम्हारा लेक्चरेट ही है एक तरीके से. उस पर अपने आंसर को स्ट्रक्चर करो. ये पर्पस है, ये इसके फीचर्स हैं, ये इश्यूज आ रहे हैं, इसको कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे, इसके प्रोज क्या हैं, इसके कॉन्स क्या हैं. इस तरीके से बहुत स्ट्रीमलाइंड आर्गुमेंट होता है, मतलब फ्लो होता है डिस्कशन का. समझ गए. अभी धीरे धीरे सीखोगे, बट मेरे को सबसे पार्टिसिपेशन चाहिए. देख अभी तेरे में तेरा इशू था, बट वो क्या है, अभी तू इधर प्रेजेंट है ना, तू सुन रहा है ना, 2 मिनट से चल रहा है, कुछ तो पार्टिसिपेट कर, कुछ तो आर्गुमेंट दे ऑन द स्पॉट। इतना देर से सुना, कुछ तो कंक्लूजन मिला हुआ तेरे को कि हाँ नहीं गवर्नमेंट को बेनिफिट हो रहा है, नहीं इसको बेनिफिट हो रहा है, बट मेरे को पार्टिसिपेशन चाहिए। कोई मेरे को आइडियली नहीं बैठना मिलना चाहिए, ठीक है ना। कुछ तो बोलो और लॉजिकल बोलो, ऐसे नहीं रबिश बोलो। सोचो, दिमाग लगाओ, वरना दिमाग दौड़ेगा नहीं तो कैसे करोगे। दिमाग भी चलना चाहिए, जंग लग जाएगी वरना, ठीक है।
So I'll present you the second topic. So, who impacts and shapes the values and character of a child the most? Again, who impacts and shapes the values and character of a child the most? The leads are their parents and their family members, first lead. Second lead, their friends. Third lead, teachers. I'll repeat the leads again. I'll repeat the topic again. Who impacts and shapes the values and character of a child the most? Kindly do not discuss. First, their parents and their family members. Second lead, their friends. Third lead, teachers. And your time starts now. Just a second.
Let us take 7.
If nobody is speaking, I let.
Like group three is started about.
It hasn't started. You have 30 seconds to think.
अनुष्का एक बार रिपीट करना।
Okay. Who impacts and shapes the values and character of a child? In GDs and SSB, you are not given a pen and paper to write anything, but here you can. Who impacts and shapes the values and character of a child? First, their parents and their family members. Second, their friends. Third, their teachers. Take now.
I think the important role played by the improvement of kid is of parents and family, because the most important period is 2 years from the birth. As we know, brain develops everything about 2 years. If and the 2 years kid stays with his or her parents and family. So my point is parents and family have the major role.
So from my point of view, I think that teachers are the ones who are the responsible for the values and for making a character of that person. Or there are so many things that we share with our family. There are so many things that we share with our friends. But still we don't get that actual answer, and teachers are the one who give that particular answer of our question. And they just what we can say, guide us towards the right way. Even if we share our problems, there are some problems that we can't share with our parents, but we can share with our friends. But that's not the thing. If we share that problem with our friends, we aren't going to get that right guidance which we are getting from our teachers.
But if we can say about the character development, that's where the parents are the one who play a most important role. Right from our eating habits, the way we speak, the way we are supposed to speak to others. So that is what we learn from our parents. If we will see that today in the generation of helicopter parents who are always come on, my child is this one. So somewhere the character of the child becomes very dependent on parents. But if we will see the way we are grown up, no, you have to do this. Your parents are not going to be. So somewhere the character and the confidence that we get is actually from our parents, and the family plays a very important role.
I agree with you, but every one of us not that much fortunate to have a good parents or the values they teach us. Because we don't select or choose our parents, but we can select our teacher or we can choose our guru. And guru is the one who, from which we can inculcate the values.
But we don't get teachers from our birth. Isn't it?
I would like to agree with Sakshi's point. We don't get to choose our parents. We don't even get to choose our teachers, but we get to choose our friends. And if we look at criminals, it's not always compulsory that their parents were criminals. But if we look at the way the kind of people they live with, that's actually where we get to see a pattern. The kind of people they are choosing, the kind of friends they are choosing. So even if your parents are instilling good values in you, the one with whom you share the most of you is your friends. You are more comfortable with them, and that's where you get to learn because you think it's relatable with friends more than teachers. And
Shivaji Maharaj and Swami Vivekananda trained by their parents, trained by their mothers, and they didn't distract them because they were trained at their very young age.
Shivaji Maharaj was an exception. We are the product of five most people that are closest to you. As soon as you become a teenager, the most time you spend with is your
If
friends.
you have good friends, you will not go with that. If you have good values from your parents, you will not choose like that friends.
But
friends as
are
well.
you saying at 2 years we have good friends or teachers? No.
At 2 years you don't get
but
values. You create your values when you become like more people. When you
Shravani's point, because most of the time we spend with our parents.
Yes.
So our parents guide us to how to speak with others, elder peoples, and how can we behave.
It doesn't
Even they decide our teachers, even they decide our friends.
And it doesn't matter who we spend our most of our time with. It matters who we share the most of
I
us
didn't
with,
understand
which
your
is
point.
friends.
What you said that Shivaji Maharaj was an exception.
Yes.
What do you mean?
I agree
Not
with
everybody has a
Shravani's point.
mother like Jita Mata, that's what she means. Not everybody gets a mother
Sorry.
like Jita Mata. Not
But every mother wants her child to be the perfect. And every mother, how you can say? This is
There
not
are exceptions.
Is there any example? Is there any example?
Not every mother
Is there any
not every
example?
mother is like
Yeah, you can't say like every mother don't want her child to be perfect.
Yeah, I can say it's the reality of this world. Not every father wants the good of his child. That's what
I am saying about mother, not father. I am saying about mother.
You're talking about parents, not about
I said mother. In this
So
sentence,
your
I
topic
said
is
mother. In
parents,
first
not
sentence, I said
It is
parents.
same for mothers as well.
No, I don't think so.
Just because you don't think so, it doesn't change
Because
the
I'm
reality.
leading my point. I'm
The
leading my point.
reality is that reality is what it shows, not every mother.
Anyway, the
I
topic
agree
is
with
about
Seema.
who influences the character, and I think it is influenced more by friends because we carry on the traits, like we took the traits more from them. In our teenagers, we hang out most with them. They know the most about us than parents. Not everything we can
But
get
I
from
don't think that
teachers.
there are some things like there are kids with tiger parents like who like they don't allow their kids to go and hang out. And even if we think about the teenage years, I know that it is the age when we like to hang out with our friends more than spending time with our parents. But then again, at the end of the day, you go at your home
Yes.
and listen, and you sit with your parents only.
Most of the
Those
time,
are
we
spend more time with parents.
You are again talking about a particular group of people, which is not what we are talking about. We are talking about a whole bunch of people. And if you look at the majority, not all parents are like that. And not all parents don't let their kids go out.
But maximum number of parents
Yes,
do
most
that.
of the time.
And all
That
the
is
parents are
not
not good.
Where is this data coming from? What was the source?
Okay, but you spend half of the time with your friends at college, school, and tuition. So you see, you watch them doing things, and you do tend to do the things they have.
But that's again at the character whether you are supposed to accept those things,
Yes,
whether
yes,
you are
yes,
going to
yes.
Friends are always not good now. You have to choose the correct person to guide you. That's the teacher.
And the mentality of choosing right person is
But our
being
first
our
teacher
parents
would be
only.
like
Our parents told
Not
us
everyone is fortunate to
to
get
stay
good
with whom or
parents.
not.
But maximum number of people have the teachers.
And listen, if we are talking about the character development, so there is the like most important part has been played by our parents, because as we see them doing struggles for their child, we learn how to do hard work. As we see them talking to us, like sometimes it happens that they don't show their frustration on you. They show that teaches you how to control your anger even in the worst situations as well.
It's true that parents try their best to put in values in their children, but what the point is, who influences it the most, not who tries to influence it the most, which is friends. They influence the most, even though parents try their hardest to put in values in that, but ultimately friends are the ones who influence their character most.
Our parents teach us who influence by or not. To whom किससे influence होना है, किससे influence नहीं होना है, वो हमारे parents सिखाते हैं.
That's what I'm
Yes,
saying.
yes,
The
yes.
point is not who tries to influence the most. The point is who influences the most at the end of the day.
Guys, we have someone online, so yes, Advita.
So I was opposing on parents, like today not every child is understanding about their parents' struggles. Not every parent is like the person who can teach his child, like give a proper guidance. Like our parents were also kids and there are also done these mistakes. But not every parent can guide a child properly, like the teachers do. Teachers know how to deal with the students. That's all.
I would like to counter to the point that Arunshita had already mentioned. Like friends are the one who are responsible for the character. So like not everyone is fortunate to get good friends or the circle of the friend who do have like nice qualities and all. If we are staying in the group who do have bad habits, at the end of the day we are going at home by like pursuing a bad habit in ourselves. But teachers are the one, and there are so many things that we can't share with our parents, but we feel comfortable to share with our teachers only. And teachers are the one who are responsible to guide us to the right way, to the right path, and
Let's look at
we can trust on them.
Let's look at accessibility. Do orphans have parents? Do the kids who don't go to schools and colleges
But
have
everyone
teachers?
have teachers,
No,
right?
but everyone. Who said everyone has
Everyone
teachers?
have teachers.
Many of the students in India, especially in India, we have a problem of lack of education. Not everyone has
Teacher is
teachers,
not
but
the one
everyone
who-
has friends. There's not a single person
Teacher is not
who
the
doesn't
person
have
who
friends.
has degree. Teacher is not a
Because
degree.
in India, reality of the India is that
One
अगर कोई है ना अपने बच्चों को बच्चा होते ही है ना 2 साल के बाद उसको है ना स्कूल डिसाइड करते हैं, पेरेंट्स करते हैं। फिर बच्चा है ना स्कूल में जाता है, स्कूल में जाने के बाद उसके फ्रेंड सर्कल रहता है, फ्रेंड सर्कल से कोई गलत हैबिट आता है, बच्चे के मम्मी पापा उसको है ना फिर से उसके इग्नोर
What
करते हैं।
about orphans and the kids who don't go to school?
ऑर्फन्स के जो ओनर होते हैं, जो वहाँ के ट्रस्टी होते हैं, वो
Not
ऐसे
every
नहीं
orphan has a owner.
But
You don't say that.
Most of them.
Not most of them have owners. Where is this data coming from?
Then it is not a orphan. If any organization don't have owner, then it is not the name as orphan and
They are
Not on
orphanage.
streets. What about kids on street? Do they have parents or teachers to teach them
But
values?
their influence are bad now.
But they
So that's what I think bad influence.
अगर रोड स्ट्रीट पे कोई लड़का रह रहा है तो उसके फ्रेंड्स भी कौन होंगे? रोड स्ट्रीट वाले ही होंगे।
So that's what we are saying. The influence.
इन्फ्लुएंस
You
अगर
agree with that?
रोड स्ट्रीट पे वो रह रहा है तो वो भी बैड
We
हैबिट्स
are not
It's
talking
not about good or bad
influence.
values.
We
It's
are
not
about
about good or
influence.
bad values. It's about values. In general, values.
You also saying good and bad habits.
Exactly, that's the point. That what type, like who creates the more influence, whether it is bad or good.
teacher.
So I'm saying in childhood, the parents.
What about orphans?
The character is not developed in childhood.
There was the editorial 3 days before. The pregnancy period is 9 months and 2 years. That is 1,000 days. Is the most important days for children.
Children
You
to
just
take
read.
treatment.
This is data from Indian Express or Times of India. I don't know.
So what
Character.
It is about brain development, not the development of the character.
Then
Like,
brain development is directly connected to character.
Last 1 minute. Those are not spoken, please speak.
Those who have already spoken
Whatever the
will not
age.
speak. Will not speak.
Let us put one.
Will not speak.
Yes, most of the time the children are living with their family and parents, so they are seeing them, they are hearing them, so most they are learning from them only. So I think parents are the one who decide the character of a children.
I agree with Abhinit that मतलब पेरेंट्स से जो हम वैल्यूज लेते हैं, घर में से जो वैल्यूज हमें आती है, मतलब हम जो घर से वैल्यू लेते हैं उसी पे हम जाके बाहर फ्रेंड्स डिसाइड करेंगे.
Yes.
We are having good values in our home and in our surrounding family members.
But not everyone.
So that's why means हमारे हम फ्रेंड्स भी वैसे डिसाइड करेंगे. So we have more impact of our family members and parents.
I also agree with Om's side that if we have friends which are not good in terms of habits and all, then our parents will say us that do not live or do not hang out with this kind of child or friends.
Last minute for everyone.
For everyone.
Yeah.
I would like to conclude my point by saying not everyone has good parents or parents in general. Not everyone has good teachers or teachers in general. We have people who are orphans. We have people who don't get to educate their entire lives. But one thing which each and every person have in their life is friends, which directly.
not everyone do have friends.
No.
Yes.
This is what
Everyone
this.
do have friends.
No,
Not everyone have
if you can't make
Once
friends,
again,
then it's
yeah,
your
yeah,
problem.
thinking about
But if you
me.
don't have parents, it's not your problem. it's something you are born with. But
Listen,
if you
guys,
don't have
listen,
sense, you can change it.
I want to add one point. As she said 1000 days time period, I am agree with her because in Mahabharata we know the when चक्रव्यूह okay मतलब वो बचपन में अपने माँ के पेट में होता है और वो कहानियां पढ़ा के सुनाती थी आगे वही काम में आता है so इससे प्रूव होता है कि बचपन से डेवलपमेंट शुरू हो जाता है.
I will go with Antara as she said that she is, as much as I know about her, she is also living with her grandparents. So somewhere, not only our parents but the other family members like grandparents, the teachers' value, somewhere those also help in the character development.
See, but not every
Guys,
Time's up.
Thank you, sir.
This time many people participated. No discussion, please. This time many people participated. That was a good thing. People who supported teachers were very less. Unfortunately,
love for teachers are less in this.
but usually, like if you are given teacher, you can also consider it to be a guru. And there were many points. Like it was more about the debate between whether it's friends or not. And then there came points like some people don't have parents, but then it's not about only biological parents, but about foster parents and about many things. But even if it is friends, family, or anybody, anyone from all these people can be a guru.
Yes.
And this point should have been something. I was expecting that guru would, because we all are here because of our guru.
Yes.
So, and we have got this association because of him. So, but again, the discussion was nice. Many people participated. Sometimes the voice went up. I felt happy. I was getting the vibe that it is a GD. So yes, overall it was good. Others?
From my point of view, values and character is more influenced by the person or the group whom you are in constant touch or maximum you are placed with. It can vary. Like Arushi said, many people might not have parents. Many people might not get good teachers. Many people might not have friends also. Many people don't have friends. Many people don't want to have gurus also. So it is a relative thing. We cannot substitute. But since it was a GD, you have to take points. But if you see from a bigger picture, bigger point of view, it is the association which matters. Okay? And that association is like, see, you have an innate switch in you. Like you want to go to positive side or negative side. You will get both sides, association from both sides. Good people also you will get, negative people also you will get. So you have to decide. The switch is, the control is with you. And you observe that this is a good association and you want to go with them. So your character and value will develop like that. If you want to go this side, your character and values will develop like that. Okay, so this
तो वो switch भी तो अपने parents से समझ में आएगा ना अपने
Okay, now the GD is over. Let us not discuss about it.
सारा feedback.
सर टॉपिक ये था अपना कि है ना मतलब मेरा कैरेक्टर डेवलप किसकी वजह से हो रहा है एग्जैक्टली. अगर हम पेरेंट्स की बात कर रहे हैं तो एक्चुअली नहीं बता सकते सर. हम क्या है अगर पेरेंट्स की बात कर रहे हैं ना तो है ना वहाँ पे क्या हो रहा था कि हम पेरेंट्स के बारे में तो बोल रहे थे कि अगर बच्चा ठीक है उन्होंने उनको सिखा लिया करके तो वो डिसाइड कर रहा है. फ्रेंड्स के बारे में बोल रहे हैं ठीक है, पर कैरेक्टर डेवलप कहाँ पे हो रहा है यही समझ में नहीं आ रहा था. एज कौन सी रिलेटेड
कैरेक्टर डेवलप करते हैं या फ्रेंड्स की कैरेक्टर डेवलप करते हैं या इट्स नॉट अ कांस्टेंट थिंग.
Sir, I would like to add one thing that these three leads, इनमें से कोई गलत नहीं है. This is what everybody needs to understand.
और कब तक प्रूव करते कि
That's what it
Just we have to stick to our point only.
Any more input?
Yes.
We are in exit time, but short.
Guys,
fast. I would like to add one second. It was a good, healthy discussion. Like all were participating, and it was nice to see you all. Just 2-3 things. Sometimes when it heat up, it was nice. I was feeling good too. But while you have to the way you react if someone is opposing you, you have to control it. Especially, I think Gayatri and Arushi.
We were just turning
aggression is not acceptable.
Yes. So the way you react to your those things.
We have aggression. It comes from.
No, somewhere you have to look upon it. Yes, somewhere. Some points were good and direct no, you are wrong. There were some points where like they were opposing too harshly. So give a punch, but with velvet coating. Yeah. Then Yash, you may get more points and put your opinion. I would like to say, Abhinit, you tried. You were trying to speak, but like let them notice that you are trying to like put your point in between. Again, all my participating. It was
The game is all about confidence.
Yes.
They're checking your confidence. Prerna is a very good speaker, but she was giving. I think why was she not participating that much? I think she was giving you chance. I don't know
Yes.
why. Arushi spoke very well. Those who didn't spoke or didn't speak, I want you to either improve your knowledge or communication skill because it will give you confidence to come out and express yourself. Okay, that is a very important factor which is seen in GD. How much you are contributing, how much you are participating. Okay.
Yeah, and one last point for Karan. When you are being said, come back to English as soon as possible. Just speak two, 3 words and come back to English. You won't be completing your whole sentence in Hindi, and you like next time I'll come to English. And same in second GD also, you were in Hindi only. So.
And Karan, one thing I appreciated, you gave examples, na?
Yes.
To substantiate your argument is the next level thing, which not all can do. Okay. So you have one thing, understanding. Second is your arguments, and third is substantiate. So try to substantiate as much as possible. It will make you class apart from rest of all your competitors. Okay. So ठीक है, हो जाएगा, अच्छा चलो. Very nice.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Thank you.